This is WSFA 12 News, Today in Alabama.
Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers who are watching this morning. We have a special showcase of some of the wonderful mothers in our viewing area coming up. But first, good Sunday morning. I'm Tametria Conner. Thank you for being here with us for this Sunday special edition of WSFA 12 News Today in Alabama. We'll check your headlines in just a moment. But first, it's a gloomy Mother's Day, and it's been rainy for most of the weekend. Meteorologist Eric Steidel is tracking your morning forecast. Eric, where's the sunshine this morning for our lovely mothers?
Arizona, California, pretty much not here. Lots of cloud cover across Alabama.
Thank you so much, Eric. Well, new information this morning from Lowndes County. Moss's Mayor Walter Hill says several men intentionally burned county and city vehicles. The mayor says it happened at his residence Friday night at 147 Mason Drive in Moss's. Neighbors, including the fire chief, saw a truck, an SUV, a city vehicle, and a police officer's personal car in flames. The mayor says a threat was made against the mayor and police department out of retaliation against the recent hiring of police officers. Mayor Hill says the state fire marshal and police are investigating this incident. We will have more details coming up tonight on WSFA 12 News at 10. Well, this morning, the Raglan community is still in shock after a 9-year-old girl's body was discovered hanging from a tree at her home. Investigators say her 14-year-old brother is responsible for her death. This morning, family members are at a loss for words. Here's more.
John Henry Arnold has few tangible reminders of his 9-year-old granddaughter, Caitlin. These drawings she made just for him.
Well, I wouldn't pay nothing for these pictures.
And a few photographs. This one, a Christmas snapshot of Caitlin, her mother, sister, and brother. It's full of smiling faces, but we've decided to blur them to protect the family's identity, particularly Caitlin's older half-brother. The 14-year-old is facing charges in her murder.
Being a murderer? No. He's too loving. He loves to have fun, and him and Kate got along good, so why would he do that?
The brother is accused of using a rope attached to a tree limb to hang his sister. And St. Clair County investigators say the brother told them he meant to kill her. But Arnold worries his grandson didn't have proper representation when making that statement to law enforcement.
I think it was accidental, but I've never seen him what would you call it, angry or aggressive or nothing like that.
The kids were living with an aunt and uncle in Raglan and had been for about 4 years. Arnold says their biological mother was working through issues.
If she had problems and was working on straightening them out and everything, the kids were where they should be. She's not handling this right here at all very well.
And Arnold is having a hard time dealing with this too. He feels his hands are tied as he deals with the accusations against one grandchild and the loss of another.
And we're told Caitlin's brother is still in custody. We spoke with officials from the school Caitlin attended. She was in the 3rd grade. They tell us people in the community are setting up a collection to help the family with funeral expenses. Well, a candlelight visual was held on the campus of Boston University to remember the 3 students who were killed when their minivan crashed in New Zealand Saturday. The students were on their way to a popular hiking trail. At least 5 other students were also injured. Police in New Zealand say the students' vehicles drifted to the side of the road and crashed when the driver tried to correct its course. Here are some of the women in our community who are being recognized by relatives for who they are, being a mom. Happy Mother's Day 2012 to Tina Skinner of Millbrook, there she is, Alicia Lee of Greenville, Myrtle Hayes of Randolph, Rebecca Mosley of Highland Home, Donna Ross of Montgomery, and Eldora Bell, also Margaret Blevins of Montgomery. Again, we hope you're having a great day, and head on over to our homepage, that's WSFA.com, and click the link that says Slideshow Mother's Day 2012 to see the rest of those special mothers in our viewing area. We sent a special message about staying healthy. Women put on their walking shoes to work towards a better health. Here's WSFA 12 News anchor Tanya Terry.
The first ever Women Out Walking, or WOW, event is in the books, and we couldn't have picked a nicer day to do it. Mother's Day weekend, all the mothers and daughters and co-workers came out together and walked that first mile on their wellness journey together. We had about 200 people show up out here today to get their health screenings and take those first few steps into what I'm sure will be a better, healthier life. But this is the first of many, so we hope if you didn't come out to this event this year that you will come in subsequent years. And you can always check out all the information we have for you in the Write It Down section and the health page of WSFA.com. It was a huge success out here today, and I know we're going to have a more healthy Central and South Alabama because of it. Thank you to everyone who came out to the WOW event today, and we'll see you next time. For WSFA 12 News in East Montgomery, I'm Tanya Terry.
All right, a great turnout for that event. Well, Alabama State University held its 285th commencement exercises yesterday. These are pictures of some of the 470 students, both undergraduate and graduate, who walked across the stage. ASU President William Harris gave the commencement address. It is his final commencement as president of the university, as the Board of Trustees named the man who will take over later this year. It's Dr. Joseph Silver of Clark Atlanta University. Harris will be given the title of President Emeritus, and Hall Street on campus will be renamed in his honor. A national walk is in the capital city, hoping to raise awareness for rare blood disease. That's coming up next. And will the rain wash out our Mother's Day celebrations? Meteorologist Eric Snyder will have that answer, along with your full forecast, coming up next.
I had better news for mothers. This is not the best I could do for you.
Definitely not. Well, thanks anyway,
Sure.
Eric. Well, yesterday's rain changed the plans for organizers of major events in downtown Montgomery. Officials were expecting about 6,000 people for Montgomery's second Saturday Riverwalk Festival and another 2,000 to 3,000 for the Alabama All-Star Food Festival. WSFA 12 News reporter Bethany Wells was there for the backup plan. There was no backup plan for the second Saturday festival. It was rained out, as was yesterday's biscuit game, which has been rescheduled for today at 1:05. And we'll be right back after this. Folks laced up their shoes for the Alabama Hemophilia Walk in downtown Montgomery. It was an event for the whole family with food, music, face painting, and more. The event raised awareness and money to research a cure for both hemophilia and von Willebrand's disease. Also, children with disabilities got the chance to catch some fish out on Lake Martin yesterday, thanks to plenty of volunteers. The event was sponsored by the Cast for Kids Foundation, with cast meaning catch a special thrill. Children caught catfish, brim, crappie, and bass from boats and from the shore. And each participating kid received a trophy after the event, and some did a little singing as well. Cast for Kids events are designed to create an environment in which special needs children and their caretakers can enjoy a day of fun that they may not otherwise get to experience. And your weekend sports highlights are coming up next. Welcome back. And of course, I couldn't end the newscast without wishing my mother, Peggy Scott of Hattiesburg, Mississippi, a very special Mother's Day. There she is. I love you, and I hope you are enjoying your day with my sister and the rest of the family. I also wanted to wish my sister, grandmother, and my second mother, Dr. Clarice Ford, a very special Mother's Day. Isn't she gorgeous?
She is. That's nice. You got to do that.
I had to. I couldn't do it without wishing my mother a happy Mother's Day.
I was relegated to the phone call this morning. Okay? That's what I got to do.
All right,
you got
Eric.
the job done, though,
That's
right?
right. Hey, do what you can. It's the thought that counts.
That's right. And it's sunny where she is in Ohio. She calls me and asks how the weather is here. I just laughed at her because it's not sunny in Alabama, and it's not going to be sunny. If you're out and about, taking your mom out to breakfast, lunch, maybe going to church later this afternoon, your commuter forecast is going to be a damp one. Temperatures in the upper 60s to middle 70s, very muggy, very humid, but dodging raindrops appears to be a pretty good bet across much of Alabama. And again, one more look at your Doppler 12 storm vision radar. Not a whole lot, it looks like right now, but this is going to redevelop. You're going to see these colors kind of lighting up as we go over the next several hours. Already some rain showers south of Andalusia, generally along and east of I-65, but that's the corridor, Tametria, that we're going to keep watching for more redevelopment today. It will be a wet Mother's Day.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Eric. And thank you so much for joining us for this Sunday special edition of WSFA 12 News Today in Alabama. There is no 5 o'clock, but we'll see you at 10.